There is a stretch of highway in the American Midwest that does not appear on most maps anymore. Not because it was destroyed, not because it was closed, but because people kept driving into it and never reaching the other side. Truckers were the first to talk about it, not loudly, not officially, only in low voices at diners that stayed open past midnight. They said the road looked normal at first, straight, flat, familiar. A ribbon of asphalt cutting through fields that went on forever. But after a while, somewhere between mile marker 18 and 19, something changed. The radio would begin to crackle, not with static, with voices, not clear words, not messages, just the sound of someone trying to speak from very far away. Drivers reported the same detail again and again, no matter how fast they drove. The horizon never got closer. The road did not curve, did not rise, did not end. It simply continued. One driver, a man named Harold Finch, logged his entry time at 11:42 p.m. His dash cam recorded 6 full hours of driving. When the footage was reviewed later, the timestamp was intact. The fuel gauge, however, told a different story. The truck had burned fuel consistent with 20 minutes of travel. Harold Finch never exited the highway. His truck was found the next morning, parked neatly on the shoulder. Engine cold, keys still in the ignition. Harold was gone. No footprints, no blood, no signs of struggle. Just one thing left behind. A handwritten note on the dashboard. It said, "I passed the same tree 12 times." At first, law enforcement treated the disappearances as unrelated incidents. Runaways, accidents, people who didn't want to be found. But patterns have a way of demanding attention. Within 18 months, 9 people vanished along the same 70-mile stretch of highway. Different vehicles, different times, different reactions. Same result. Every vehicle was found intact, no collision damage, no forced entry, no signs of violence, and always the fuel didn't match the distance. Investigators noticed something else too. Every disappearance occurred after sunset. Every driver was alone, and every case happened during clean weather. No storms, no fog warnings, no road closures. The highway itself showed no structural issues, no sinkholes, no construction reroutes. It was as if the road was functioning perfectly, too perfectly. One state trooper, Eliane Morris, volunteered to drive the stretch herself. She entered the highway at 9:17 p.m. with her dashcam running and her radio open. For the first 12 minutes, nothing happened. Then the mile markers began repeating. 18, 19, 18 again. Eliane slowed down, pulled over. The moment her tires stopped rolling, the radio went silent. Not static, not interference. Silence, as if the world itself had been muted. She later described the feeling as being watched by something that didn't have eyes. Eliane exited the highway immediately. Her report was never officially filed. Instead, she was reassigned, and the road remained open. Locals, however, had their own explanation. They said the highway wasn't cursed. They said it was remembering something. Old property records showed the road was built over a forgotten settlement, a farming community that vanished during the late 1800s. No fire, no epidemic, no documented cause, just gone. The land was reclaimed, paved over, renamed, but not erased. One elderly resident said something investigators couldn't explain, that the road only takes people who don't belong to the present. For nearly 2 years, there were no survivors. Then, in late spring, a call came in at 2:41 a.m. A man had stumbled out of the woods, barefoot, bleeding, and screaming that the road won't let him leave. His name was Caleb Hargrove, 34, a long-haul delivery driver. He had entered the highway just after midnight. According to his statement, everything felt normal for the first half hour. Radio playing, cruise control set, clear skies. Then he noticed something odd. The stars weren't moving. No matter how long he drove, the constellations stayed frozen, as if the sky itself was a painted ceiling. His GPS began recalculating again and again. Finally, the screen went black and displayed a single sentence. "You've already passed this." Caleb laughed at first, then the road signs started changing. Familiar town names were replaced with places that didn't exist or shouldn't. Old mill names, defunct counties, settlements erased a century ago. The pavement felt wrong, not damaged, not rough, soft, as if the tires were pressing into something that could remember pressure. Caleb swore he saw a figure standing just beyond the shoulder of the road, not waving, not moving, just watching. When he tried to turn around, the road curved back into itself. No intersections, no exits, only forward. Time stopped making sense. His dashboard clock jumped backward, then forward by hours. He drove until his fuel gauge hit empty, yet the engine kept running. Eventually he reached a stretch where the asphalt ended. Ahead was dirt, grass pushing through cracks, and tire tracks, dozens of them, leading off the road and into the trees. That's when he heard knocking, not on the door, from beneath the floor. Slow, deliberate, like something counting seconds. Caleb abandoned the truck and ran. He doesn't remember how long he ran, only that the forest felt older the deeper he went. The trees were wrong, too straight, too evenly spaced. Then suddenly, dawn. He collapsed on the roadside, 10 miles from where he entered. The truck was never recovered. Its last GPS ping came from a location that doesn't exist on any map. Investigators noticed something chilling in Caleb's interview footage. While he spoke, his reflection lagged behind his movements, half a second late, as if he wasn't fully back. After Caleb Hargrove's survival, the disappearances stopped. That alone disturbed investigators more than if they had continued, because whatever lived on the stretch of the highway had gotten what it needed. 3 months later, a retired transportation engineer named Harold Whitman died of a stroke in Arizona. While clearing his belongings, his daughter found a locked metal case. Inside were documents stamped with a classification label that no longer existed. Not top secret, not confidential, just one word: containment. The documents referenced a 12.7-mile stretch of road constructed in 1958. Its original purpose was never transportation. It was boundary reinforcement. According to the files, early survey teams discovered an area where compasses spun, sound traveled inconsistently. People reported repeating space. The land itself was described as non-linear. The solution wasn't removal, it was overlay. They paved over it. A road wasn't built on the anomaly, it was built to pin it down. Asphalt, concrete, steel rebar, a lid. For decades it worked. Traffic stabilized the boundary. Movement anchored reality. But when the bypass opened, the road went quiet, and the thing underneath woke up. The files were clear about one thing: the anomaly doesn't kill, it absorbs continuity. People who entered alone at night without witnesses were easiest to pull between moments. They were taken somewhere else. They were caught mid-transition, not alive, not dead, unfinished. Caleb survived because he ran off the road. Every other victim stayed on it, kept moving forward, exactly as the anomaly required. The last entry was dated the same night Caleb escaped. A scheduled maintenance crew was dispatched. Only one technician returned. His statement was brief. The road is closed now. It folded back into itself. Whatever was under it, sealed. Satellite images taken days later showed something impossible. The highway no longer existed. No scorch marks, no debris, just uninterrupted forest, as if the road had never been built. Caleb was monitored for a year, psychologically stable, physically healthy, but mirrors continued to show something wrong. Sometimes his reflection blinked late, sometimes it didn't blink at all. Doctors eventually stopped asking, so did he. 6 months later, after the investigation closed, Caleb mailed a package to a journalist. Inside was a voice recording, just 40 seconds. His voice sounded calm, resigned. "I think it didn't let me go. I think it let me leave. Like a door closing gently behind someone who doesn't belong anymore. I don't drive at night now. And if you ever find yourself on a road that feels too quiet, turn around while you still can. Some places don't want to be passed through. They want to be remembered." The recording ended with a sound engineers couldn't identify. Not static, not wind, something rhythmic, like pavement being pressed from underneath. Today, if you drive through the region, your GPS will reroute you miles away. There is no record of the highway, no exit signs, no warning markers, but locals still avoid the area after dark, because sometimes when the forest is quiet enough, you can hear traffic.